Hey guys, it's Bro, you whack, and welcome back to another episode of A Chat with Zack, where I pick a topic and I just have a short little chat with you guys. And do you just ever have that weird friend that you just can't help but love? He just does the weirdest stuff, or maybe he just says the weirdest stuff, but you just can't love him no matter what he does. He just says or thinks just the randomest stuff, and it's just so weird, but you just can't help but love him. And that's what I want to talk about today, just weird people. And I'm not talking about the weird psychotic people that just think weird and illegal thoughts. No, I'm talking about the weird, funny people that just doesn't care what other people think of them. They just don't care what other people think of them when they do stuff, when they think stuff, whatever they want to do. Like, let's just use an example. Like looks. Looks is a really good example of how people judge you in today's society. And some weird people, they just don't care what other people think of them when they look like that. They just have their own thoughts. This is how they want to dress. Like maybe you have a friend like in your school that just wants to dye their hair blue and they just don't care. You know, they don't care if society doesn't want them to have blue hair. They want to have blue hair because they just don't care. They just don't care what other people think when they see them with blue hair. Maybe they want to wear green astronautic boots. They don't care. They don't care. They want to wear green astronautic boots because that's just what they like. And you look at the successful people that are like really, really successful. Like I'm talking about like Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, or however you say his name. I bet they were weird kids when they were kids. I bet they were really, really weird. And other people probably looked at them and it's like, yeah, dude, that's Bill Gates over there. He loves to do stuff on his computer. Yeah, I don't know. He's such a nerd, dude. He's so weird. I don't know why people even talk to him. And now look at him. He probably built that computer you're watching this on, or on, I don't know about his phone, your phone, if you're watching on an iPhone. That's even another thing. Steve Jobs, he probably wasn't that weird, that awesome cool kid that everyone loved or thought he was amazing. He was probably in his room doing weird stuff with computers and stuff. He was making Apple. He was probably this weird kid that not everyone understood. Not everyone can understand that weird kid, or maybe you're even that weird kid. Let's talk about the weird kids now day and age. Maybe kids nowadays and age, they only do stuff on their computer. They're always by themselves. They're just doing weird things, and you're probably looking at them. It's like, dude, yeah, that guy's weird. I don't even understand. He does all he does is go on his computer. All he does is do this and that. He's just so freaking weird. But maybe one day he could be the boss of you, and that's what everyone says. These weird, awesome, smart kids that not everyone gets, that are really smart in school, and then you're in their class. It's like, God, I can't do this. Why can this weird, stupid little kid get everything, and why can't I? And then the teachers always say, hey, you better watch out. He could be the boss of you someday, and he could even be more than the boss of you. He can be the CEO, whatever. He could be the next Bill Gates. He could be the next Mark Zuckerberg, next Steve Jobs. Now let's talk about someone that maybe not even nowadays and age was just probably a weird kid. This is a good example. Houdini, the famous magician who does magic. Now imagine him as a kid trying to learn magic, especially in that day and age. Magic probably wasn't on everybody's list on doing. Being a magician, or even him being a wizard, probably wasn't on the list of things to do on every kid's wish list. Now, I bet he was a weird kid when he was a kid in his childhood. I bet he was doing all this weird magician stuff, all this satanic stuff probably everyone thought he was doing. But you know what? That's what he wanted to do. He didn't care what everyone else thought of. He didn't care what everyone else thought of when he was doing magic. He didn't care. He wanted to do magic because he probably thought it was fun. He probably loved to do magic. And that's what I want to tell you guys right now. If you do a weird activity, if you just are just a weird person in general, dude, stay weird. Stay you, stay original, just stay weird, because that's the successful people, at least in my opinion. Those are the most successful people in life or in society today. Are the people that are just so weird, but that just stay true to themselves. They're not like everybody else. You know, the popular kids in your school, they're trying to be like everybody else. They're worrying about their appearance most of the time. I'm not saying all the popular kids worry about themselves, but a lot of the time, most of the popular kids are worrying about themselves. And sure, they can have a successful job. I'm not saying that, but they're trying to be like everybody else. Sometimes they're just the wreck people that are going out of high school that just don't know where to go with their lives. then they do all this bad stuff, and it's just a total hot mess. It's just a total mess. And the weird people that stayed at home working on their computer, they're the lead designs of Microsoft. They're the lead designs of Apple. They're just making all this business stuff. They're just thinking of original ideas, stuff that people nowadays that are trying to be like everybody else couldn't think of when they were a kid, or just couldn't think of when they weren't being true to themselves and they weren't being weird. That's the people that have the original ideas, the original designs, just the original things in life. And look at me. Do you think people would accept me or just think that I was the coolest thing ever, talking to myself in front of a microphone over Call of Duty gameplay? No. But you want to know why I'm doing it? It's because I love to commentate. I love to play video games. I love to commentate. I love talking to people. It's just something that I do. But do you think everyone else would think I was the coolest cat in the cater, whatever? I don't know what to say. But do you think everyone else would think I was this cool kid? No. People would think I'm weird, but I don't care because I love to do this. That's what you guys need to do. Stay true to yourself. Stay freaking weird. Just be you. Don't let anyone else tell you who to be. Stay weird, be you, just be original, just be awesome, guys, because that's just all you have to do to be happy with life or sometimes in life. Just be weird. My name is Bro WACK, and I'm signing off for tonight.